Welcome to SRS Maths Academy. Today we are discussing about one topic in TG Intermediate Maths 1B. In that chapter number 2, transformation of axis. In that subtopic, rotation of axis. So here, rotation of axis is nothing but we are shifting the axis. Means with about the origin with some angle we are shifting an axis. Means whatever this xy is shifted like this, capital X, capital Y. So OX and OY be your original axis and your O capital X, O capital Y be your new axis. So here anyway O is your origin 0, comma 0, and whenever axes are rotated to an angle XOX, then from OX to this axis rotated OY, means this axis rotated like this. Then that time we consider one point that is here as px comma y, and that px comma y is your original point P, and p capital X comma y, that is your new axis point. Then for determining the values of these, the original axis x and y, in terms of the new axis capital X and capital Y, we are taken as this as your x, this is your ox, this is your oy, that are the original axis, this is the ox and oy is the new axis. Then that with rotation of theta, this is your origin O 0, comma 0. Then we consider for this line we are taken M, and we are taken this parallel to Y, parallel to Y. After that parallel to capital X, parallel to capital Y. Then after we are joining these two, and we are consider this point as M, this point as N. This is your N and dash. Here we consider another point in dash. Here we consider another point in dash. This is M dash, N dash, and join M dash, N dash. So there is a forming of theta, another theta here. From that we are writing the rotation of axis equations. Then here x, this one is the x. Then this x is equals to OM. This one is a OM because both are parallel. We are writing OM. So how to get this OM? From OM, I subtract this MN. Then we will get this OM. This total ON subtracting this ON, then we get this ON. So I am writing as ON minus MN. Then after that, we find out in this ON. I want this ON. Then I consider the triangle ON and dash. This triangle I consider ON and dash. For this I am applying cos theta. Why only I am applying cos theta? Because I want ON. So I want this side, means I want adjacent side. So for adjacent side I am taking only cos theta. So that's why adjacent by hypotenuse, then your adjacent is ON, your hypotenuse is O and dash. Then what is my this O and dash? Here O and dash is nothing but your x. So I am taking capital X in O and dash place. And after that my ON is equal to capital X into cos theta. So I am writing here capital X cos theta minus, then after I want to find out my Mn. For Mn I consider this triangle P M dash N, or M dash and P I consider. So in that triangle I am applying sin theta. Why I am applying sin theta? I want Mn or M dash N, both are parallel. So that's why M dash N dash, that is my opposite side. So that's why I am applying sin theta. So sin theta is equal to M dash N dash by P N dash. This is your opposite side by hypotenuse is P N dash. Then after that, what is my P N dash? This is parallel to O N dash. So O N dash is nothing but Y. So I am writing Y here. So then after, what is my M dash N dash? That is Y into sin theta. So M dash N dash and Mn both are parallel. That's why I am taking Mn. So what is my mn here? Y into sine theta. So after this, I want to find out in y. So for the y, what is y? This is your y. So for the y, this is a parallel. So y is nothing but m and p. This total line is a y. So that's why mp. So mp is a combination of m dash and m dash p. So that's why y equal to m dash plus m dash p. So here I want to find out m dash. So for m dash, I consider again this triangle O N and dash. For O N dash, O N and dash in that triangle. So I want m dash. This side I want. So this side is parallel to this side N dash. So I want N dash now. Then for N dash is the opposite side. That's why I am applying sine theta. Then sine theta is equal to N dash by O N dash, opposite by hypotenuse. Then, so what is my O N dash? This my O N dash. My O N dash is x. So I am writing x in O N dash place. After that, what about my N dash then? N dash is equal to x into sine theta. So that x into sine theta, this N dash is nothing but dash. Both are parallel. That why N dash plus I am writing dash. So here my dash value is x into sine theta plus now I am finding out m dash p. For m dash p I consider m dash and p triangle. So this m dash and p triangle, in that I want m dash p. So for m dash p, this is our adjacent side to the theta. So I am applying cos theta. So cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is p m dash by p n dash. So here p n dash is nothing but this one. So this is parallel to O n dash, that is a capital Y. I am writing p n dash plus capital Y. Then what is my p m dash or m dash p? Both are same. That is y into sine theta. So here m dash p is y into cos theta. So this is x is equal to x dash cos theta minus y sin theta, and y is equal to x sin theta plus y cos theta. So these two equations we call rotation of axis. For more videos, please subscribe SRS Maths Academy.